Hello guys, welcome back for episode
30
of the podcast.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. We're over halfway to a year.
Wow.
Wow. Go us. We're still here. But we have very recently switched it up. As you can tell, we're in the car. We have our matches. I have a bone to pick. I've got a dome lid. It really ruins your day when you get one of these.
Yeah, it does. When they handed that to me, I thought, she's not going to be happy.
No, I'm not happy.
But we have just driven to Costa because basically, long story short, Emily saw something on TikTok that a girl who lives in Dubai, who's English,
Instructions unclear,
went to Costa and got a can of matcha, like already pre-mixed in a can.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sell them in the UK.
Confirmed.
We then went to our local M&S, where they normally have a cafe because they do strawberry matches. Cafe closed. So we've ended up in our usual spot. It's the epitome of don't fix what's not broken.
Agreed, actually, yeah.
And here we are.
Well, we did come out with some treats.
Yeah, we have.
Because when I see something and I want to try it, I don't want to just like stick to one thing. I think, well, I need to try it all.
The white chocolate ones. Unreal.
I'm excited
Well
to
worth
try.
the pennies. £2.95, are they?
£2.75.
75.
I don't think that's
For
that
5
bad.
cookies. I think that's good.
What? The best before's tomorrow.
Oh, they'll be fine. They're only cookies, aren't they?
I've got to eat them all. I've got 15.
Tomorrow is Halloween, which is freaking crazy.
Have you seen Sophia and Chinzia's
Yes,
Halloween outfit?
hilarious.
It's so funny. They're dressed
Not
up.
as good as Shrek and Fiona, though.
Not as good as Shrek and Fiona, and arguably not as good as the Cherubs, because that
Yeah.
was 10-10. But Vector and
Gru.
Gru.
Is it Gru?
So
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
We have actually taken a leaf out of their book for this week's episode,
Yeah.
and we've asked for some dilemmas, some girly questions, and we're just going to sit here, drink my ugly matcha in my
And eat
case.
15 cookies.
And eat 15 cookies and answer your questions. Do you actually want a cookie?
Are you going to have a cookie? Yeah, I'll have a cookie.
Might as well make a
Can I
dent.
try one of the other ones, please?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Do you want milk chocolate?
Yes, please. Interested in why you bought the other ones.
Fruit and granola.
Yeah.
I love a granola
Really?
cookie. Yeah.
I just
like
would not
both
for
of them.
taste.
Would you like a granola cookie though?
No, thank you.
No, like as in taste bud wise. Would you enjoy one?
Probably. That one's really big. Are you having one?
I'll have half.
You want half?
Yeah.
I was going to take one underneath.
That has 1.5 attached to it. Then we can have the next one.
They're
when we
giving,
next
aren't
get
they?
hungry. I'm intrigued. Thank you. Mmm.
Mm.
They are baked at home. Uh-oh.
Mm.
Wow.
I thought these were going to be my favourite. I think I prefer the milk chocolate, the white chocolate ones.
Really?
They are still very good though.
Well, I could sit here in silence and just eat
Give me in the middle.
really chewy. Well worth the hype.
Should we do this? One podcast, just do a huge mukbang.
And try loads of different food. I'd love that.
I'll be down for that.
Would you be down for that? Because I'd be down for that. I feel really talking with my mouth full there.
What other flavours do they do? Do we know?
Negative. I mean, I bought everyone in the shop. Do you reckon they were made today? Imagine that dunked in a cup of tea. These are chocolate button. They're broken up chocolate buttons.
Chocolate button shortbreads.
Ah.
Number 2. Triple chocolate number 3. And white chocolate number 4. They are the flavours.
They're so good.
There you go.
Wow.
I really want to try the shortbread ones because, like I said, I got them for Alice for her birthday and she said they were 10 out of 10.
That's really packed up my
I'm
day
ready
that
now.
has. Although I've got it all in my teeth. I thought you were going to eat that. Right. Let's get into our questions.
A lot like the other episode, I don't know any of these questions. Not been able to do my research, so I'm also terrible with dilemmas.
Get on with it. That's our advice.
Yeah.
We're working on our goals from last week, aren't we? I think we're actually doing really well.
Yeah, we set ourselves goals in last week's podcast, and mine was to think more before I speak, And M was just to think less, overthink less.
Yeah, overall. I do think we're working well on it.
Yeah, but we have had a FaceTime call every day discussing
How we should react.
how we should be feeling.
There is that.
That's
oh well,
okay.
we're helping each other.
There's one for you.
Oh God. Because I don't remember this stage of my life because I didn't really get involved. Puppy tips. I'm going through the puppy blues with how much it's changed my life.
Is that it?
Excuse me, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Advice, please. You've done it twice.
Take them back.
Get a refund.
What does she mean by puppy blues? As in, like, her puppy is now a dog and she's affected because it's changed her life.
I think, well, that's what I mean. How I read it, I was like, oh, puppy blues, because it's not a puppy anymore.
But then it's affected her life
Because it's changed
a
it.
dog. Okay, well, dogs do change your life. Dogs aren't just
Yeah.
for Christmas. Puppy blues. I do get the puppy blues. Like, when I see puppies, I think, oh my God, you know when, like, people say they get broody about kids, I get broody about dogs. Puppy blues. Shit with dynamism. Get over
Let's
it.
reread it.
Man up.
No, Georgia, think before you speak.
Okay.
Puppy tips. I'm going through the puppy blues with how much it's changed my life. Is that a good thing?
I'm saying she's saying it in a negative way. Yes, they do change your life. That is, they do. You can't be out of the house for more than 4 or 5 hours at a time. But I always think, like, when my dogs are annoying me or they've done something naughty, I think how much joy they bring me and how many times in the day they make me smile, and then I just forget about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, admittedly, that dogs do change your life. We are very, very grateful in the sense of, like, we have both sides of our relationship. Our parents look after our dogs when we're away,
There is
or
that.
if we want to go out for the day, go away for the weekend. Like, we've got lots of people around us who are able to help. So, and also, like, I don't think it's a negative thing that if you need to take some time away from your dog. They're a lot when they're puppies. Bruce used to make me cry nearly every night because he was
Oh,
a little
actually.
SHIT bag. Yeah.
But he's great now. And you won't
He's
change
lovely
for
now.
now.
No.
And their little lives are so short.
Yeah.
So short. So I keep seeing those TikToks where it's like, how grateful are we that we can
Get their
pick
whole
up their hairs
lives
off
and
the
they only
floor.
get some of ours.
Yeah. Really sad. Anyways.
But yeah, puppies
they're
are
helped.
naughty.
It's
just-
a given.
Say to one of your friends, do you mind having my puppy overnight because he's doing my head in?
I'd say no worries.
Yeah, that's fine. I would do that for someone.
Yeah.
Emily hasn't got a dog yet, so
Maybe one day.
you should DM her.
I'm really
She's
bad at
evil.
winking. Wink. Oh my God, you can do both eyes.
You're not.
It just doesn't look cool when I do it. I look
I think it doesn't look cool when I do it.
This one's fun. I live with my boyfriend, but the thought of marriage freaks me out. Is that normal?
Oh.
How long have you been together though?
I
Because if I'd been living with him for a month, I'd probably be a bit freaked out about marriage as well.
Depends how old she is as well.
Should we have a little stalk?
I would say depends how old you are.
Yeah.
But I think if you can't see yourself marrying the person you're with, then I would take that as there's an issue. However, not everyone wants to get married.
Yeah, because it could be the thought of marriage is freaking you out because the thought of a wedding.
Yeah, is freaking you out.
Yeah.
But it could also be because she doesn't want to ever get
commitment.
married.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
Yeah, because you could literally feel that with anyone that
Yeah.
you're then with. You don't know if it's
Personally, for me, if I was with someone and I didn't want to marry them, it would feel weird because I've always known that I wanted to get married.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
I think if you think of him at the end of the aisle and it freaks you out, or if you think about yourself walking down the aisle and that freaks you out,
Then you know
regardless
what
as to
way.
who's at the end, then I think you would know if it's like a you issue or a you together issue.
Yeah, I think it's, do you just not want to get married?
Yeah.
Or is it you don't want to marry him? Because I think that would be an issue.
I'm thinking, because that would be an issue.
Oh, it's really sad.
If you then sat back and thought, right, actually, am I scared about like doing a speech and like all this stuff, or like hearing someone talk about me?
Weddings are scary. Weddings are nerve-wracking.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. Like, stressful and everything else.
No one tells you that as well. I feel like
No.
when we're kids, you just
It's
grow up.
supposed to
and,
be
like,
this fairy tale day and it's not always that.
It is when you look back.
Oh yeah, memories are great, but on the day I was pooing my pants.
Stress. And there was 4 of us in that room.
Yeah, my knees were buckling underneath me.
But yeah, if you could, like, you would have always looked at Matt like I always look at Fred,
Yeah.
and like he'll be down the end of the aisle, and that doesn't
Yeah.
make me think, oh.
But then
Do you know what I mean?
we have we are people that wanted or want
to get married.
yeah. Just relax. Unless he's asked to marry and you've said no, then that's really awkward.
Yeah, because you're saying about the thought of marriage freaks you out, but you'd have to be freaked out about engagement before that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyways,
On
to the next.
What advice would you give your younger self now you're in your late 20s? All that hurts. What advice would I give myself?
Congrats on keeping yourself alive this long.
Yeah, well done for making it here. It depends in what terms.
Yeah. I think it's good that we can't think of anything
Straight away.
The advice I would give myself is probably to care less, because of the current age I'm at now, I don't really care. Like, I don't have a care
to give.
Yeah, and I don't worry about what people think or say or do, or if I'm happy doing my thing, then I'm happy doing it.
Yeah.
Whereas my younger self would probably be like a bit more of a yes girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'd do things that I probably didn't really want to do because everyone else was doing it. But be more, what was the word?
Selfish.
Yeah.
In
Be
a good
more
way.
selfish in a good way, and be more confident in yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I don't feel like I've had this big epiphany in my life. Like, you know, when people are like, I am now in my 30s and this is what I wish I knew in my 20s. I'm like, I don't have, I'm now in my 20s and this is what I wish I knew when I was a teenager, because, I don't know, your life's so different.
Yeah.
Like, 100% I'd always say, like, not to care as much, but I was told that when I was 18 and I still cared about everything and everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just feel like I've not had this, like, oh, now I've realised so many things. It's the year of realising things.
Maybe it is.
In the words of Kylie? Kendall? Can't remember.
I would give myself another piece of advice, that your 20s go really, really f***ing quick.
So quick.
So just enjoy it and travel and spend the money, and don't save as much as you think you need to save, and just live life on the edge a little bit more. Because when you got a mortgage, you can't really live life on the edge.
No. Well, you can,
and we
because
do.
your fixed rates might go up. That's f***ing living life on the edge.
But don't rush things. There's no rush. Like, I know I'm like more second house, got a mortgage, married, dogs. Like, I feel very settled. This carriage pulling up to me whilst I'm saying all this. But I just don't think there is a rush to do things. I always, when I was in my early 20s, I was always like, oh, I can't wait to.
Yeah.
And now I've kind of like slowed down a bit, because I'm like, I don't want to get to 30.
Yeah, but see, even that, like, I've literally not rushed anything in my life. I've not done any of that.
That's true. Yeah, that's
like,
true.
we've moved about and travelled a lot.
And
I'm not complaining. Maybe we just have no complaints. Like, I'm grateful to be able to say that. Do you know what my piece of advice is? Let someone show you their true colours one time.
Yeah.
One time. And remember it. 29 and single, happy in life, just missing that. Okay, so she's just missing a relationship.
Single.
Just missing that.
Yeah.
But not into dating apps. What do you recommend? Join a gym.
Yeah.
I always say that. I thought we were going to say that together, which is why I put emphasis on it. But
No. Yeah, just join clubs, but
Clubs?
to be fair,
in the club,
brownies. We are fair.
go to your local club.
I meant like a club as in like a gym, or God, that was old of me, wasn't it?
Community centre.
Oh, young farmers.
Some kind of activity.
Yeah.
Whether it's like
In the
badminton,
club, we all fair.
bowls, whatever.
Yeah.
Horse riding.
We're saying that, but I wouldn't ever do that. If I was 29 and single, I wouldn't be joining a gym expecting to find someone.
I don't
I
know
genuinely
though, because
just
that's where
think-
everyone finds their partners.
Do you know what I would do if I was 29 and single? I'd go travelling solo.
Yeah, fair.
Because
yeah,
you
but you
meet...
bump into Mashtag.
Brilliant, I fall in love. I genuinely think that
God.
you meet so many different people. I've said it before, like, we've met so many different people in our lives because we've travelled a lot.
Yeah.
And I think you just find a connection with someone there, maybe. And...
Or realise what you do and don't want when you come back
have
home.
a holiday romance.
Yeah, that's fun.
So easy to do.
You even never have to see them again
Or-
if it goes tits up.
Yeah, or you fall in love and you have to relocate and everyone's
Fine.
annoyed.
That's fine.
Yeah, I would travel. I would generally, like, even if it starts with, like, flying from your local airport and going on, like, a 3-night stay somewhere.
Yeah.
Go on a little solo trip.
Fair.
I'll come.
But I do agree with the whole dating app thing. We always say this. If I was a single Pringle, I'd really struggle with that.
Yeah, I think I would go on dating apps.
Because it's
For the
fun, innit?
bands.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd take it very seriously.
No.
But yeah.
I'd just have a flick every now and then.
Yeah.
No. That's my problem. I'd say no to everyone and then be like, brilliant.
Yeah.
Now what? What's on your Christmas list?
We answered this in the last video.
We did.
So revert back to that one if you'd like to know what was on
Mine's
our
very
Christmas list.
small.
I can't even remember.
You said a lot.
Did I?
Yeah, you've regretted a lot for Christmas.
Was it last episode?
It was my
before?
last episode.
So episode number 28.
28.
It was in that. I've got a couple of questions, okay? How to manage flying anxiety?
I've never
Calms. You always pop calms.
No, I have a bone to pick with them. Actually, no, I have a bone to pick with Rescue Remedy. I do love a calm, specifically the lavender ones, because they make your burps taste like lavender, and as soon as they start coming through, I think, brilliant, I'm calm now.
Yeah.
So actually, to be fair,
I feel like I can't answer that because
yeah.
I generally don't get anxiety when flying. I do
No.
not get travel anxiety at all.
I don't, to be fair. I just take them because it's fun. I just get anxiety about everything else. But like flying anxiety, no. Like never sat there and thought. I don't have that like. What did Anna
Panic.
Paul say? You're like jelly and. You're like something in jelly.
You are in jelly.
You are in jelly.
Yeah, that's what turbulence like.
Yeah.
You're just going up and down, up and down.
I've never had to sit there and talk myself out of
The
that.
only anxiety I get when I'm travelling is I get scared if people are going to be sick around me because I have a phobia of being sick. Not me being sick, I obviously don't want to be sick. But I have a phobia of other people being sick around me. So there has been a couple of occasions on flights where I have sheer panicked. But I've always been okay. Like no one's been sick right next to me. But yeah, that's the only kind of anxiety that I really get when travelling. But I would just think like to overcome it, like would you prefer to never go on holiday ever again, or would you prefer to just do like a 2 or a 4 hour flight and just take a calms?
Yeah.
Have a glass of wine and a calms. You'll probably be okay.
You'll be out like a light.
Yeah.
I also think, in advice-wise with that, like whenever you travel, we all know that. So like, there's been situations where I've literally dragged Georgia by her hair away from a situation so she doesn't see something she doesn't want to see.
Yeah, like make sure who you're
travel
travelling with
knows
aware
that.
of like what you feel anxious about.
And then actually flying, I had this not that long ago when we flew from Norwich, and there was a guy behind us who honestly was like the definition of this question. He was clearly so unbelievably anxious to fly. And I didn't obviously get involved because it wasn't my place to get involved. But as in my head, I kept thinking, I wish I could just say to him, like,
you're going to be fine.
There's like 200 people on this flight and nobody else is panicking.
No.
And he's like, his fears sounded so irrational to the point where I was like, that's not you rationally thinking. Like, he doesn't actually think this plane is going to go down. It's like complete irrational fears. And I just thought, if you can look around and nobody else is panicking, try and like retrain your brain to think, well, no, like everyone else is alright.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I also just think as well, like, tomorrow isn't guaranteed. So, like, if you don't get on that flight and don't go on that holiday, like, you're missing out on more memories than you are just dealing with feeling a bit anxious for a couple of hours. And start with, like, really, really short haul flights. Like, fly to, like, Paris, where it's, like, an hour and a half. Amsterdam, which is, like, literally half an hour. Like, start small and then work your way up.
Agreed.
Because you will regret not doing the mems, in my opinion.
I agree. I also think the more you do it, the
easier it gets.
Yeah, 100%.
I remember, like, when I was younger, I'd fly, like, we were lucky enough to go on, like, family holidays abroad, and there'd be turbulence, and I'd be like,
panic.
yeah, Mum would be like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry
And
about
you're
it.
like, oh, okay.
And then I'd look over to Dad, and he'd be green, and I'm like, we aren't fine. Another question, city breaks in November/December, what to wear? It's always so cold. I agree.
Layers.
It is cold. Layers. We went to Krakow this time last year. Have you been drinking that? That's curdled.
Okay, well that was nice. Krakow this time last year.
Yeah, mine doesn't look like that. That's the weirdest match you've ever had.
Yeah.
It's a weird colour and you've got a weird lid. Yeah, we were in Krakow this time last year, and it's like bog standard city break, isn't it? And I just wore, like Emily said, layers. I had a thermal top, thermal leggings under my outfit, and then, to be fair, I think I was just in, like, trackies.
Yeah. Comfies and then big coat.
A big coat, a scarf, comfortable shoes.
Oh my god.
The year before we did Copenhagen in December. Oh my god, it was like -2 degrees, so cold. We landed and there was snow on the floor, and the only pair of remotely sensible shoes that I took were my Uggs, and they are not waterproof. But that was so cold. Be prepared to like spend more money as well if you are going away in December, like November, December, because you're spending money to go in places.
True. Christmas markets and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I really want to do a little Christmas trip this year.
Really? Doesn't tickle my pickle.
Really?
I just get cold and bored.
This time last year I was in Tenerife and it wasn't a vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like it was a vibe obviously because I like being on holiday, but it was weird when I came back. I was like,
oh,
what are we celebrating?
Yeah.
I'm all confused.
Yeah. I feel really content being at home this year.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because you actually have a home.
And it's like starting to feel like cozy and nice and yeah. You have actually mentioned a couple of times in these podcasts that I've been homeless. You mentioned in the last one that I was homeless, and then you've mentioned today that I actually have a home to go to.
I don't even mean like that. Whenever we speak about renovating, we're always like, we literally don't even live in a home.
Yeah.
Like, obviously we do.
It's not a home.
Yeah.
It's a house. It's not a home.
Yeah, that, okay, a building. A house.
I've never actually been homeless
No, she hasn't.
in my life.
God,
Well, you
I'm
could
starting
say I
rumours out
have.
here.
We lived at Matt's dad's for a while, so we
You
sold
still
our...
had a home?
Yeah, we still had a home, but it just wasn't our home.
No, fair.
I've never been on the streets. Don't want to start
Sorry.
any rumours.
Everyone's buying pumpkins from this co-op.
Yeah,
That's really cute.
they always think like you can hear him, so he can probably hear you. I'm out buying pumpkins.
Clearly, no, I don't ever think about
No.
it. Oh. Oh. Right. Well, I feel like we answered one dilemma in this whole...
Yeah, it was more just questions.
Section,
Questions are good
yeah.
though, they're fun.
We need some, like, juicy goss.
Yeah.
Everything will be anonymous.
Yeah.
We're not going to out you. We're not going to start DMing you about
And
it.
also,
like, I just want a fun story.
if you're scared about it getting out, just DM us on a fake account.
Literally.
Make
There's
a
many
fake
of them out
account.
there.
There are. Make a fake account and DM us on that if you would like us to answer your problems. I'd love to be a part of a scandal.
Same. Like, I want situationships. I want issues with your friends. I want issues with your exes.
Yeah.
I want it all.
Do you know what I'd also love to do?
What?
You know, I've seen those two girls on TikTok where girls are like, I think my boyfriend's cheating on me. This is the address that he keeps going to. And these two girls drive to the address and like
No.
video him and stuff. I would love to do that. If anyone wants me to do that, I will do it.
I've seen the girls that like get paid to call them and see if they would like
Oh,
flirt
really?
with them and stuff. Yeah.
No, it's these two girls and they go to the area
Oh my
in like
God.
disguise.
I'd love to do that and sit.
And
in
then
the
they'll be
car.
on FaceTime to the girl being like, oh, he's here in like this car or whatever.
Oh, scandalous!
I
I'd
love
just shit myself if I get caught there. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'd own
Sorry.
up. I'd fess up straight away.
Yes, it was me. I've been paid to be here.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode. Next week's episode will be on George's channel at 7 PM on Sunday. I will leave our Instagrams on screen.
Instagram.
Did you like that?
I think I went this way last time. That was good. But I think
That's
only
what
I
I
would
do.
find it funny.
I know I did think that. I was like, everyone else is just going to get annoyed thinking, what's your Instagram? But yeah, that is it. Cheers to the worst matcha in the frickin' world.
Mint chocolate.
Ooh. Bye guys.
Bye.